Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, the Albay Veterinary Office has confirmed that the province of Albay is currently free from African swine fever. Provincial Veterinarian Pancho Armelia stated that the province has been officially cleared of ASF, as reflected by the updated zoning status from the Bureau of Animal Industry. In a positive development, the municipality of Malinao, which was previously designated as a red zone last year, has now been reclassified as a pink zone as of January 24th, 2025. Despite the absence of reported cases, officials assure the public that border control and surveillance activities will continue to prevent any resurgence of ASF in the province. In other story, the Local Economic Development and Investment Promotion Office has set an ambitious goal of ranking among the top 5 in the cities and municipalities' competitiveness index for 2025. According to Leadership Officer Jamie Florence Iribaya, the office is committed to improving its position and building on the progress made in previous years. During the cities and municipalities debriefing activity and the League of Leadership Officers induction ceremony, Ribaya expressed optimism, saying, "If we work together and prepare, we can achieve the top 5. It is worth noting that Albay has shown significant improvement in the CMCI rankings in recent years, moving from 14th place in 2022 to 11th in 2023 and achieving 9th place in 2024. In the national scene, the House of Representatives approved the third reading of a bill aimed at strengthening the country's healthcare system to improve efficiency, equity, and public health emergency preparedness. The House passed House Bill 11357 aims to alter Republic Act 11223 or the Universal Health Care Act, with 191 votes in favor, 3 votes against, and 0 abstentions. The Legislative Executive Development Advisory Council, LEDAC, has designated the bill as a priority measure. The House proposed amendments include lowering the premium contribution rates for all members of the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation PhilHealth from the current 5% rate to 3.5%. These adjustments would be made annually based on actuarial studies that would be examined by an independent, credible, and non-governmental body before being approved by Congress during the budgetary process. Additional clauses require PhilHealth to maintain an electronic national health record system, tighten the health technology assessment procedure, and enforce harsher sanctions for UHC Act infractions. In other story, the House Bill 11383, which was introduced on Monday, would grant small-scale fishermen exclusive rights in municipal seas that are 15 kilometers from the shoreline of coastal local government units. Section 17 of Republic Act number 8550, also known as the Fisheries Code of 1998, which addresses the development, management, and preservation of the nation's fisheries and aquatic resources, would be changed by the proposal. According to Section 17, city municipal councils shall give preference to duly registered fisherfolk organizations and cooperatives in the grant of fishery rights. The legislation would substitute exclusive rights for the term preference. In other news, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. will not intervene in the impeachment proceedings against Vice President Sara Duterte, Malacanang said Monday amid claims that the chief executive is responsible for delays in the process. Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin highlighted in a statement that the House of Representatives alone has the jurisdiction to start and handle impeachment complaints. Bersamin said that the President Marcos respects the authority of Congress as a co-equal branch of government. Marcos has previously deterred senators from seeking Duterte's impeachment, arguing that it would be futile and ineffective. Due to allegations of wrongdoing and misappropriations of millions of government funds during her tenure as Education Secretary, Duterte is facing 3 impeachment petitions. Days before Congress adjourns next week in preparation for the May midterm elections, lawmakers have yet to address these grievances. And in the news outside the country, Donald Trump, the President of the United States, has agreed to postpone the tariffs on Mexico for a month. The decision was made public following their discussion with Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum. Trump went on to say that they had a good talk and that he also promised to station 10,000 Mexican military on the U.S.-Mexico border. It is said that these soldiers are responsible for preventing illegal immigration and fentanyl from entering the country. Remember that China, Canada, and Mexico would have all been subject to 25% tariffs from the U.S. And finally, in the news outside the country, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, has denied that the trade issues of the U.S. and Europe will have an impact. Mark Rutte, the head of NATO, said they denied that Europe could relax its security ties with the United States. Their relationship with U.S. President Donald Trump continues, and they are ready to call a meeting. To be recalled that Trump accused NATO of not spending correctly for their defense, where the U.S. is said to have the ability to provide protection. And that's all for the news at 12, February 5, 2025. I'll be right back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our 12 o'clock news writer, LJ Lurejo and Don Roquion. And on the technical side, Chad Bobis. Of course, our Provincial Information Officer, Mary Luduca Castillo. And under the supervision of our Governor, Baby Glenda Ongbungao, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.